Now, in the previous training video, we learned how to create a pivot table on a form, as you see here. That way, if I have another form like my customer's main, double-click, open it up, and I'm like, I would like a pivot table here. In other words, when we created this pivot table on the form, it took up the whole form. Well, what I want to do is I want to be able to insert this pivot table form into this other form here. And as you recall in the Subform training video, when you insert one form into another form, the one that you're inserting, this one will be known as the subform. And I can put it over, well, down below or to the right-hand side and resize that pivot table. So to get started, let me come up here and right-click and go to the design view. Let's go ahead and hover over the top bar, the form footer, till my pointer turns into arrows pointing up and down. Click and drag that down. And let's see what it looks like below. And if I don't like it, I can always click and drag that subform, that pivot table that I'm inserting, over to the right-hand side. Okay. So I'll come up here on the Design tab to the Controls group, click on the More button, and there it is. As you recall in the Subform training video, go ahead and click on the Subform Sub-Report control, come down here, click. It opens up the wizard. It's going to ask us a bunch of questions. We give it answers, and then boom, at the end, it'll have that subform inserted for us. Now, in the Subform training video, we didn't have a form that we could go ahead and use. Now we do. We want to use an existing form, and it's down below, and it's going to be the P-table form that has the pivot table on it. Click Next. And then it says, would you like to define which fields link from the main form to the subform, or do you want to choose from the list from what access is found? Well, I could go ahead and choose to find my own, and from the main form, I'd go ahead and scroll through here and find out which field is also listed over here in the subform that would have the same data type and type of data. Is it customer ID, customer name? Well, it's going to be customer name, so I'll go ahead and select customer name here and select customer name here. You can see it has the same data type when I clicked on the drop-down arrow, text here, and then over here, text here, okay? So when I toggle through on the main form, the customer name, it'll display the corresponding customer name that's related to in that pivot table that I have on the subform. So let's go ahead and click Next. And what do I want to name this? I'll call it my F sub, my piv tab, or pivot table. Go ahead and click Finish. Wow, that's way too long. Too huge. So when I scroll down, you can see, oh, that's just awful. Let's go ahead and hover over that form footer bar to click and drag it down a bit. And then go ahead and find one of the handles here. There's the middle handle, that little, I don't know if you can see, it's so tiny, but when you hover over it, in the middle of that subform that we just inserted, you'll see arrows pointing up and down. Go ahead and click and drag that up. And then, wow, we might have to stretch the grid over by hovering over the right side of the grid, so I can see the rest of the subform. So I can hover over its middle handle, and then I can see my arrows pointing in opposite directions. Let's go ahead and click and drag that in. That might be okay. Then I can go ahead and hover over the grid and click and drag it in to pull it in nice and snug. And then click and drag the top of the form footer so I can pull it nice and snug up from beneath. Let's go ahead and take it for a test drive. Click on the Form View button, and there we go. Let's see if it works. So when I go from one customer to the next, let's go ahead and click Next. There we go, it updates. So the second customer start attempts has these orders down below in this subform, and then look at that. We have another subform. So you can have more than one subform here. You can have many subs. One is for the orders, and the other one is the pivot table based upon the sell profits query. And it looks like what I'm looking at here is that for the 3 orders, we've got the 3 books that have been sold for those orders and the totals. So we've got $121 for that one, $198, and for the one book, $795. Let's go to the next one. And then we've got the 2 here. So the total cost or profit that we made off of this book order here on the transaction date of July 5th is $188, and then for the 4 books, $20.40. And then I can come down here in my pivot table, expand quarter here, and find out which month in quarter 3 that we made the sales here. And it looks like it was just for July, so if I advance to the next record, and it looks like it's July in the 3rd quarter here into August that we made sales. So in any case, you see the pivot table, it's expanding to display additional data here. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel to get notified of the latest videos. And for great specials on my products, please see the description below this video.